happen if I abandon my need for absolute certainty all the time?
If you
Abandon my need for absolute certainty all the time.
Good question.
is that a good question?
Yeah.
Is that a question that other people resonate with? But you're actually asking a what question, eh? What would happen if I abandoned?
What might happen? I'm not asking for an absolute.
Yes.
What might happen?
If I abandon my need for
Absolute certainty.
all the time.
Okay, but everybody else did. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle, and if everybody can just kind of concentrate on that question, and just tell me when to stop shuffling.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is this format here is the top card is the here and now, right? The bottom card will be the past influences, the question, and then you'll spread the cards and we'll have somebody pick a card. Okay, so maybe is there somebody that would like to put their energy onto this first here and now card?
We had
You put your energy
onto the first one.
Please.
Okay.
Should I
that
try
one?
to take it?
Yeah, maybe take it. Let's just do it a bit differently. Usually we have it out here, but you are the here and now person. Okay, you're the here and now person. Somebody who past influences person. Okay. Which will be the bottom card.
Come from the back.
That's so quiet.
I'm doing it a little bit differently. And we now the third card, which you're going to draw from the deck, is the insight into the paradox between the here and now and the past influences. Okay, so somebody come and draw a card, and my dream is to have a full deck.
There we go.
Personal, because I need to know.
Okay, so anything, yeah. Anyway, just whatever grabs you. Whatever grabs you. Right? So all of you that have a card are going to play your card. And then the question was for the Zoom people. I don't know how to do this, but maybe we're going to turn the laptop around.
Must we turn it?
I'll turn it now. So the question was.
So the question was, what might happen? What might happen if I abandoned my need for absolute certainty all the time?
Okay. And you are now going to read the here and now card.
Once I laughed into a margarita, salty and murky, the moon on my taste buds. Margaritas become you, he said, drinking me up, salt glistening around his mouth.
Whoa.
The here and now of that question.
This is what might happen if you forget yourself.
So the year now, once I laughed into a margarita, salty and murky, the moon on my taste buds. Margaritas become you, he said, drinking me up, salt glistening around his mouth.
What
It could be lots of fun in the here and now.
From this. Lots of fun.
Lots of fun to be had with uncertainty. What do you think? What do you think of that?
And it feels a little bit naughty, it feels a little bit risky, it feels exciting, a little bit dangerous.
And tasty.
And salty.
murky came up, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the risk of
there's-
intoxication in every sense. Imagine how loud. As opposed to throw the dinner out. Choose. I think I'll have a margarita, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I love that.
So, the alchemy of a cocktail, eh?
Setting of romance, the moon,
Yeah.
bringing that into it as well, that nighttime, the lesser seen, the unknown, and letting
The
go,
magic.
what might be out there,
The lunacy.
not
The
limiting yourself
laughter.
to vision.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else with some sort of, I like all of these, yeah.
I like the connotation of like bubbling and fizzling, which is so ephemeral. Which is, if you can detach from things like certainty, like you can really purely like experience the bubble for the second that it is the bubble, or the fizz in such an ephemeral movement.
Effervescence.
Wow. Nice.
Very nice.
Well, very nice.
And
Wow.
beautifully read.
Hey?
I love that
And
salt.
beautifully read.
Yes, yes.
Beautifully.
Nicole.
Yeah.
That salt is this elemental thing. Like we talk about food without salt, or the salt of the earth. There's something so, it's such a huge, as you said, metaphor in these little words. Here it's around his mouth, taste it. It's also tears, it's ocean, but this idea of this substance, the salt of things. The thing that matters, it's small but it's so significant. And that came from what you just said about the ephemeral, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, but its opposite comes up as well, which is very
Salt of the earth. Eh?
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, they've said it all.
They've said it.
And more, I think. Okay? So the here and now of uncertainty, of also letting go of uncertainty when you need. Yeah. So the need to be, the need for
to
certainty,
know.
the need to
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to do anything there. So let's look at the past influence to that question.
The past influence to that question is titled Breeze. I searched one day beneath the mulch of my longing where I had tucked you safe and warm and moist like tears. The rustle of the forgottens, dry leaves and tall weeds whispered to me, not here, no more. I felt around for the void that the habit you might leave, but found instead a breeze, light and lovely.
We need another reading. Yeah.
Breeze. I searched one day beneath the mulch of my longing where I had tucked you safe and warm and moist, like tears. The rustle of the forgottens, dry leaves and tall weeds whispered to me, not here, no more. I felt around for the void that the habit you might leave, but found instead a breeze, light and lovely.
Yeah. That's the past.
Past influences.
So that fear of loss is driving your need to know.
Probably.
Thinking you know you've got things stashed and where they are and yet they escape you.
It also debunks the idea that the past is static.
Yeah.
It's only our perception that's actually shifting.
Yep.
It kind of makes me think of the unbearable lightness of being.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a Nietzsche concept of like, on a spectrum of, if nothing matters, like if there's no certainty or no heaviness to anything, it's like almost unbearable. It's so breezy, this lightness of being, but also on the other side of the spectrum, like every single decision and thought and certain, carries a heaviness that's also unbearable. But it's just, I don't know, just the visuals of the glees and everything make me think of the unbearable lightness of being.
For me, there was something in the searching for something, the sense that it was almost as if there should have been something there, and I knew that there was something there, but it wasn't there, and therefore I didn't know it was there. So I couldn't be certain, but I wanted to be certain. Does it make sense? Because I was looking, but then I found there was a breeze. What I thought was there was nothing.
Say that again. I felt for the void.
Okay, I felt around. It's actually, it's a very textured. I felt around for the void that the habit of you might leave. So it's the habit of you might leave. But found instead a breeze, light and lovely. So where that habit, that thing that ties you down, that drags you in, that pulls you, that grounds you, that's gone. And you were so sure it was there. Searched around for it. It never was real. So that need for certainty. It's illusionary. It's what you created, it's your expectation.
For me, it speaks to healing. So yes, there was a wound. When I went back into that deep past, my attachment to the story of what happened, it had changed. I had healed, or I'd grown, or I'd forgiven it, or I'd let it go, or I'd outgrown it. It didn't have the same impact, so it was not there. The habit of going to that groove of the same old story of what you did to me, what was not done, all of that is shifted, and I'm kind of, don't know how I feel about that. Like I want to have my past and my narrative, right? So I can blame you. So I can have my story straight. But there's a breeze, a breath of possibility of something else, which means I'm alive. Healing is it's life and death.
That everything is actually clear. And we do like our narratives, our concrete narratives.
Certain. I'm so sure.
Even the stories of our pain. So, one last card. Are we okay with the reading of that?
I like
Past
the start and
influences.
finish. I like the start and finish. It's like, it's always complete and it's...
Well, yeah. So the third card is the insight into this dynamic between the here now, which feels quite naughty and uncertain and full of possibilities, and salt of the earth, but also fizzy and ephemeral. Yeah. Okay. So the insight between that and this void. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what's that.
Oh, you're gonna love this. I have goosebumps. So this is called shadows. I love shadows. The blurry uncertainty of them. I kid you not. I could read it. I love shadows. The blurry uncertainty of them. Smudges, a sulky dance just under, beyond, behind. Spotlight, poof, laughing in darkness. Imps of a parallel universe, where I sometimes find myself. A fluff of silhouette, a whisper of belonging.
Drops my.
Drops mic, exactly. At the Centre for Jazz, 3rd of April 2019.
Okay, jazz is irrelevant. It is irrelevant to this.
Sure. I mean, I have to say the first thing that came to me as you were reading was just the word possibility. And I didn't feel the need to think anymore.
Nice.
Just that.
Powerful. Does anybody else want to add to that? I know it's we've dropped the mic and everything.
I don't speak it out.
Carry on.
Anyone? I think that's it. Oh, there we are.
Just a probing question.
Yeah, probing question.
Yeah, because we started off with uncertainty. So what are we certain about uncertainty now?
That it's possible.
We're certain about uncertainty. We're embracing uncertainty.
Yes.
We're dancing with the shadows. Yeah.
We're
We're letting go of our old
We all
injuries,
expect-
looking forward into love and laughter, having been through.
We're holding certainty with soft hands.
Okay. And it is a relationship of the three, well, what we think of as the past and the present. And the possibilities, the insights. They're navigating each other. So it's still very blurry, very murky. But it's also a breeze.
So powerful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
So are we kind of done?
I think we are done for time,
Yeah.
but not for book signing. No.
Thank you.
Oh, there was